In this video, I'm not going to show you only one way to find distressed properties. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do it. And if you're anything like me, whenever I was starting out on my real estate investing journey, I had no idea how to find properties. Yeah, I knew how to look up properties on Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, etc., but so was everyone else. That meant I was competing against everyone. I had zero advantage. That's why in the 2 ways I'm gonna show you how to find distressed properties, you're gonna be at a huge advantage because honestly, there's gonna be no competition at all. And if I'm honest, you're probably gonna be the only person to know about these properties. If we haven't met before, my name is James Holloway and I've been investing in real estate just about over 3 years now. And honestly, I'm not a multi-millionaire. I don't know how to buy a 200 unit apartment complex. I'm not making $20,000 a month in passive income with real estate. But however, I was able to achieve my financial freedom over the span of the last 3 years. Here on this YouTube channel, I've given you the things that I'm using right now and what's working for me. I'm right there in the mud with you. I'm looking for properties, I'm finding deals, I'm dealing with tenants. All the things that you're dealing with right now, I'm doing. I don't know everything and I will not know everything. And I'm still figuring things out. While I have a lot of knowledge about real estate investing, I don't know everything and I probably will never know everything about real estate. In my opinion, knowing how to find distressed properties will determine if you're gonna be a successful real estate investor or not. And I wanna clear the air for just a second. Distressed property doesn't necessarily mean that the property is in distress. This means that the distressed homeowner is wanting to sell the property quickly at a discount. Sometimes they would give you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 worth of a discount just to put some paint on the walls, some clear up some landscape, etc. I think it was about my 3rd or 4th property whenever I got a text from my real estate agent saying that they knew of someone that is going through a divorce and they wanted to sell their property quickly and not put it on the market and having to wait for everything that goes along with that. Whenever he texted me, he told me that the property was worth $350,000, and after some research, I did find out that that's actually what the property was worth, and he told me that the homeowner was willing to let it go for $320,000. So right there, if I was to buy the property right then and there, I would have made $30,000. Long story short, after some negotiations, we ended up putting the property under contract for $325,000. So whenever I closed on the property, I was making $25,000 day one. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I had zero competition because no one knew about this property except me, the seller, and my real estate agent. This type of deal is what's known as a pocket listing, and if you want 12 other ways to find off-market properties just like this, or distressed properties, whatever you want to call it, there's gonna be a link in the description down below this video to my free ebook giving you 13 ways to finding off-market properties. Again, it's completely for free, so go check it out if you want to. Just like I told you about in the story, a pocket listing is where the real estate agent has it in their back pocket so no one knows about this property. To touch on pocket listings a little bit further, what does someone normally do whenever they're wanting to sell their house? They're going to contact a real estate agent to sell the property for them. Now there's a time period between when the property actually goes on the market and when the real estate agent found out about the property. So that time gap can be anywhere between about 2 weeks to 2 months. That gives the homeowner time to renovate whatever needs to be renovated, get out of the property, etc. That time gap is prime opportunity for you as a real estate investor to come in and get a sweet deal with no competition. It's worth mentioning that you need to build rapport with your real estate agent first, like go up, take them out to coffee, text them every week, ask them about how they're doing, how their business is doing, etc. Because you need to be building rapport with them. So whenever a pocket listing comes up, you're the first person that they think about and they give you the property first. Before finding this pocket listing, I was only finding properties through my automatic email listing. And if you don't know what that is, I'm gonna leave a note up here above the video if that's something that you want to check out, because I've already made a video on that. I think that automatic email listings are a great way to be finding properties because you find it before anyone else, but I need to find some other ways to be finding properties whenever there was no competition. And whenever I was thinking about this, a light bulb clicked. I had this idea that, well, I was sitting on the couch watching TV when my real estate agent texted me. I didn't do any of the work. Well, what if I could do that again and again and again with someone else doing the work to find the properties for me? How could I do this without having to trade any of my time but still find properties? What I did was, I was living in Colorado at the time. I hopped on Facebook and I started looking up real estate investor groups inside of Colorado. From inside their group, I was messaging people telling them, hey, if you have some equity inside the property, at least 10% equity, I want that property. And 10% at that time in Colorado was about $30,000 because the average sales price of a property was around $300,000. So right there, if I was to buy a property from these people, and I'll tell you what they are in just a second, I would be making $30,000. These people that I'm talking about are called wholesalers. You've probably heard about wholesalers before, but if you haven't, it's just the quick and dirty. They're going out to find properties and they're matching buyers with those properties, and they make money on the contract. So for example, let's say that they're putting a property under contract for $300,000 and that property is worth $350,000. Okay, so now they have the property under contract for $300,000. They're gonna sell it to you as a real estate investor for $310,000 or whatever they determine they want to make on the property. Again, this all determines on if there is some repairs needed, how much the finder's fee is gonna be, etc. They're gonna be doing all the work for you because that's how they get paid. They match buyers with sellers, just how real estate agents do it. It's how wholesalers do it. So they're finding a property that is at a discount and finding a buyer that wants to buy that property. For us real estate investors, it's a great opportunity for us because it gives us a huge advantage because no one knows about this property. You might be thinking it's greedy of them, but honestly, they're doing all the work, and I'm gonna be for real right now. I'm willing to pay someone $10,000 if I'm stand to make $40,000. Something else that you might be thinking about is, well, if there's all that equity, why don't they do it themselves? Well, that's not the game that they're in. It's kind of like how banks don't own real estate, they own loans. They're not in the real estate game. They want to collect money off the interest. Same with wholesalers. They don't want to deal with the property. They want to get a property under contract, find a buyer, and then make their money. I'm gonna keep being honest with you. Don't trust every wholesaler that you come across because I've run across a lot of crappy wholesalers. I would say roughly about 75% of wholesalers don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to run the numbers. So you still need to be able to run the numbers on your own to check to see if it's a good property or not. And if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to run your numbers, there's gonna be a video popping on your screen right now that shows you exactly how to do that, how to run the numbers on real estate deals. So if that's something that you're interested in, click on that video. But until next video, I'm out. See ya.